What is going on, guys? It's Monster Chappie. We're back today for part 2 of the 3-4 over Ed breakdown. If you missed part 1, go ahead and check that out now. I break down the Kansas City and the New York Jets playbook a little bit, mainly the Kansas City because that's what we're using today. And there's some other good stuff in there. We also break down the depth chart. We break down a no assignment glitch and how to use that to our advantage and be able to get some pressure on our opponent through the A gap and as well as both edges. And also, we break down a nice fake blitz concept that you can apply to any blitz and essentially really improve your coverage, really improve your blitzes, and really enhance them, get them in faster, get them in more consistently, and also beat slide protection and play action. Ooh, did I say all that? Yes, I did. So check out part 1. There will be a link in the description. There will be an annotation. So check that out right now. Just do it. Again, we are looking at the 3-4 over Ed formation, and this is in the Kansas City playbook. I was debating on making another ebook, and then this would have been the playbook I would have used if I was doing a 3-4 base scheme. And this is, again, very similar to the defensive twist. But that was all discussed in part 1. Now we're here for part 2. And as I said before, there's going to be some setups where the linebackers are shifted left and setups where the linebackers are shifted right. Each have their advantages and disadvantages. I'm not going to go all over that in detail, but we'll basically look at how the formation looks and kind of the numbers game as far as attacking the ground game and things like that goes. But we're just going to go ahead and look at the cover 3 play here. And for the sake of getting the blitzes in and not picking them up and just seeing how they're going to work against the standard offensive passing play, we're just going to pick a play like this. Now, to set up everything, we're always going to have this look. We're going to base the line, shift the linebackers left, and spread the defensive line. So this is the look that your opponent's going to always see. We're going to have the corners slightly inside and back. You could also press coverage if you wanted to. That is also optional. Especially if they're hitting you with like out routes and stuff, you can maybe scare them, maybe put them in a hook, maybe put him in a hook if they're doing like a lot of out routes or something like that. But this is the look your opponent's going to see. You're going to see the 2 safeties deep. You got your 2 linebackers in the middle here. You got 2 basically linemen over here. You got 2 linemen over here, and then a extra guy here on the end. So basically 4 guys on the left of the center, 3 guys on the right of the center, and then your basic corner, 2 safety look behind that. So that is basically the strengths and weaknesses of this formation because you got the numbers on the left as opposed to the right. So that's just something you got to account for. So if they start running right, you got to make sure you over account for the right side and make sure you help out. Whereas if they're running to the left, you have a little bit of extra help so you don't have to concern yourself with it as much. But let's go ahead and look at these blitz setups. Again, there will be a breakdown in the description. There will be the setups in the description for the written setups. So, you know, if you're on a computer, you can just drop that description down. Go ahead and check that out. Also, check out that Fired Out 2 defensive ebook. That joint got some fire in it as well. A lot of these concepts are used in there, and it's out of the 4-3 and a lot of good stuff in there. But as I was saying, here we go. Base the line. Shift the linebackers left. Spread the line. And there's going to be 2 different setups here. There's going to be one that's going to free up this defensive end, like in the sting right. And then there's going to be another one that's going to free up this guy, and he's actually either going to come through the A gap, he's going to come through the B gap, and very, very, very rarely will he come through the outside. But it's usually going to be the A gap or the B gap. Neither is super duper 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 fast, but it's definitely going to get you some real consistent pressure on your opponent. Now, to get the defensive end free, what we need to do is crash the line to the right. Globally re-blitz the outside linebacker on the right. And we're going to actually fake blitz. And this is going to be another fake blitzing concept here. And this is basically just to user a player, especially like a linebacker that's in a hook zone, and actually stand him between the offensive guards and kind of just distract the center. Because what typically you can do is you can distract the center. If you blitz 3 guys off the right, as you can see here, the center is distracted. You got the offensive guard and the offensive tackle on the right trying to pick up 3 guys. One of them runs free. You come at the QB and bang, bang, you're in there. So that's basically the concept with that. And it's a real nice blitz concept. People have been using this for a while. And it's definitely one that's still effective in this year's game. Now, for this blitz setup, you're going to make sure you want to do it on the right side more so than the left. Because if you do it on the left, this guy Atkins here is going to run into the center. And that's going to free up the left guard. And the left guard's a lot smarter than the center, as is the tackles. and he's going to slide over and he's going to pick up your defensive end. So make sure you move him over here, more so on the right. Bang, and you're in there. Get that blitz defensive end coming off free. Another thing you can do, and this is something we talked about in the last video as well, base the line, shift the linebackers right, spread the D-line, crash them right, and re-blitz the outside linebacker on the right. You can just go ahead and put this linebacker in a contain here. And this will also work for your fake blitz. So instead of having to move him down here, if you don't want to do that, you can just leave him where he's at. Leave him on this contain. Let him take a few steps. Drop back into coverage. And your defensive end is still screaming free. So fake blitz, another way you can do that. Also, you can do it with the safety. We'll just show it for the heck of it. Go ahead and use this safety back here. And put him in a contain. Bang. Defensive end still comes free, and we are smacking the QB, getting to him again. Now, for the next setup, this one's going to be exactly the same. It's just going to be a difference of where we crash the line. So base the line, shift the linebackers left, spread the defensive line. This time we're actually going to crash the defensive line to the left and re-blitz the outside linebacker on the right. And then again, we're going to fake blitz, bring him down here this time. And bam, he comes through the B gap. Another way you can run this, I'm not sure if this one will work, so don't. Let's just see if this works first before I go ahead and get excited out here. And it does. That's going to get him through the A gap. So what you can also do is just crash the D line out instead of left. So base the line, shift the linebackers left, spread the defensive line, crash him out, re-blitz that outside linebacker on the right globally, move him down here. Go ahead, get your fake blitz on, and drop back into coverage, and he's going to come through the A gap. So those are the multiple ways to set up that right side pressure. Again, you can get that linebacker free or the defensive end, but that's enough of that. We got to be able to bring some left side pressure too. So we're going to base the line, shift the linebackers left, spread them out, go ahead and crash them out, and then we're going to re-blitz this linebacker that's in the purple here. And what you can do to make sure that area gets covered is you can change this linebacker to a purple or a flat or something. Especially to help out with those flat passes. A lot of times you can just go ahead and throw a flat over there. But pretty much going to do that right there. And then we're going to go ahead and fake blitz on the other side. So, again, we can move him down here. Drop him back. It's not necessary that you fake blitz. As you can see, Hunt comes free. Go ahead and show you what this looks like without the fake blitz. Hunt still comes free even without the fake blitz. So fake blitz is just an option here, just in case you want to make everything look exactly the same, which is something that you definitely want to do when you're on defense. So if you're the type that always moves this guy down, always move him down. Don't do it differently, otherwise they're going to know what's coming. So that's why I typically like to keep them there, and I'll rather put them on a contain, something like that. And get your boy coming free off the edge. And that's why you want to make sure whoever you got at this spot is fast, because he's going to be the guy coming free on this play. And to set up the double edge, again, all we're going to do is base the line, globally re-blitz all the linebackers. You want to globally re-blitz the linebackers first because the blitz gets in a little bit more consistently. And then we're going to go ahead and shift them left, spread the defensive line, and crash those bad buddies out. And we're going to go ahead and put this guy here on a hook zone. And again, we can do the fake blitz thing, or we can just drop back, and we should see some double edge pressure. This time it didn't get through, so we're going to have to fake blitz. So let's set it up again, base line. And this is going to be it. So we're getting one guy free, and that's without the fake blitz. Now we add the fake blitz in there. Go ahead and hook him right here. Add that fake blitz, and now we got the guy coming through the A gap and coming off the edge. Also, you can just put this guy in a contain and user him as we've been doing, and then go ahead and drop back into coverage that way as well. Let's see another way you can do this. Go ahead and put him in a flat there, maybe put a hook. So when you're bringing a heavy pressure, you know they're going to have to get rid of the ball fast. So you got to adjust your zones accordingly. But you can also set it up something like this, and still should hopefully get the two guys free. Didn't get them free that time. So I don't know. You'll have to mess with that, but that's basically how you set everything up, man. And that's how I like to set these blitzes up. Again, the written description, the written setups will be in the description below, and you can go ahead and follow those. So for the double edge, just make sure you re-blitz the linebackers before you shift them, because if you don't, then you run into some issues. But as you can see here, man, definitely a real nice blitz concept, real nice scheme here out of this formation. Hopefully this is something that you guys can enjoy. And then that way we, with that setup right there, that was crashing the line right, and that actually freed up both of the guys on the line of scrimmage. So definitely a lot of things you can do. You can play with crashing guys different ways. You can play with fake blitzing with different guys, things like that. Play around with it, see what you like best, and definitely apply these concepts to whatever schemes that you guys are using. I promise it's going to take your game to the next level and help enhance your defense. Definitely hard to come by defense this year, but if you you know, make all the right adjustments, hopefully over the course of the game you'll get those few turnovers that you've been deserving and have earned, and your adjustments will pay off for you. So that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Go ahead and leave that thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe for more. And be sure to remember where you found these concepts first, and let me know how you're liking the series. Until the next time, guys, be sure to check out the right shifting linebackers in tomorrow's video. We're going to break those down, and that's where we're going to basically just shift the linebackers right instead of left, and this is how the formation is going to look. But we'll cover that tomorrow, so don't even worry about it. Be sure to check that out, man. We'll got setups for that as well, for the left and right, etc. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. And again, leave in the comments what you want to see in the future, more gameplays, things like that. I'm out of town right now, so I may not get back to the comments and things like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. That's it. I know I'm blabbing it on. I'm just going to end it. Love y'all. We gone.